Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to do an orange grunge makeup tutorial. This is the completed look. Let's get into it. First we're going to start off with a plain face, wonky hair. Yeah, and we're going to brush out our eyebrows. Let's go. Next you're going to go into any type of eyebrow pomade that you have, and we're just going to give us a shape to our brows that are nearly there. Using a flat angled brush, we're just gonna build that brow. Build a brow. We need one of those shops. When you want to get off the darkest ground. Next we're gonna use a lighter color that I have for my brows. I'm just gonna put that at the end of my angled brush, and I'm gonna brush upwards just to kind of blend it all in. And then we're going to use a brow gel to make sure those brows stay in place. Well, the real brows, not the fake ones. And next we're going to be using concealer, and we're going to define those brows. Make them nice and sharp and, you know, highlighted. Brow-esque. You get what I'm saying. And next we're going to be using some tape so that we have that nice sharp line at the edge, and so that if any fallout occurs, it could just land on the tape and then we don't have to deal with it. Next we're using Urban Decay Primer Potion in the original, and we're just going to put this all over our eyes and using our finger to blend it out. We're going to be going into the Warm Neutrals palette in the lightest shade we have, and we're going to put it all over our lids so that it doesn't crease, which is what I always say, but you know, started getting repetitive, but who am I? Next, going into the BH 120 color eyeshadow palette using this yellow shade right here. We're going to use this as a transition color to make this grunge eye pop. Ooh, look at all that dust. Look at it. Gravity pulls you straight down. Next, going into the Modern Renaissance palette, we're going to use the shade Realgar, which is going to give us that burnt orange grunge look. So when you're blending this out, make sure not to bring that orange up too high past the yellow, so that it's nice and blended in and pretty, and it's like a ombre. Next we're going to go into the Full Spectrum palette by Urban Decay using the color Jones. We're going to apply this all over the orange that we laid down with that Anastasia Realgar. It has nice glitter in it, so we're just going to make it nice and poppin'. You know what I'm saying? Poppin'. So we're going to grab our concealer and we're going to put it at the tip of a brush that has a nice smooth and flat base, and we're just going to start creating this quote-unquote halo part of the eye so that the yellow pops out more when we apply it. Next, going into our BH Cosmetics 12 foiled eyes, we're using the color yellow here. There's no names for these, but we're just going to put this on the sides of our halo eye because we're going to apply a white shadow in the middle just so that it makes it a lot more like popping in your face. Make sure to blend it out using a small blending brush and bringing it up over by the crease. Here's the white that you need to put in the middle of your eyes, any type of white glittery eyeshadow, and we're just going to apply this in the middle of it. Not bringing it up too high, but just enough so that it's popping, and blend it out a little bit using tapping motions. Next, going into the Modern Renaissance, using Red Ochre and Love Letter, we're just going to put these on the outer corners of our eyes, and we're going to blend it up into the crease, but not to cover too much of that orange because you still want it to be grungy. Next, using a clean blending brush, just lightly blend all of the shadows in together. Make sure everything looks seamless. So because I felt like the orange wasn't pigmented enough, I'm just going to grab some more and dust it all over where we first applied Realgar. Next, we're going to use the white eyeshadow that we used for the middle of our lids for our brow bone and our inner corner highlight.
But gravity pulls you straight down.
Now we're going to rip off our tape and call it a day. No, just kidding. We're going to apply some primer to our face. Make sure to get that all smoothed in. Next, we're going to use our foundation, which mine is 2 shades in Revlon. Using this weird brush, I figured I'd try it out. It didn't work out too well, so I went in with the Beauty Blender after and blended it all out because it was a little too streaky. I don't even know why people are like so obsessed with this brush, but I figured I'd give it a try. It did work out too well. Next, applying our concealer on our areas that we do not want to show, and I'm just using the concealer to clean up the sides of my eyes. And then we're going to blend it out with a Beauty Blender. Next, using our Dusty MAC powder, we're going to set our entire face. Only a little bit is left. I'm so upset. I've had this for about 2 years now, and it was worth the investment. So I might get some more, but who am I? Next, we're gonna attempt to contour. I have like this warm but coolish tone contour that I got in the Hard Candy Trio. It worked out alright. So we're going to contour our cheekbones, our temple, just slightly above the forehead, and our jawline.
Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too.
Next, using our Essence bronzer, we're going to be applying it to the same areas, just slightly above, to like blend it all out and make us look like we got a warm glow. Even though it is rainy here now, it is not cold-ish. But you get what I'm saying? Looks like you came back from Cuba. Looks beautiful. Next, we're going to add some blush to our cheekbones.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, gravity pulls you straight down.
And then we're going to give ourselves a nice wing. And we're going to follow our guidelines from where that tape was placed. It's going to make it easier for everybody. It makes it easier for me. That's why I use the tape all the time. Next, cleaning off my angled brush, I went into some concealer and I'm just going to create a more sharper line on the edge of my face, just so that it looks nice and cleaned up, because I had noticed that the tape was a little wonky, so I'm just going in and trying to clean it up. Next, we're going to use a kohl eyeliner. We're going to line our under eyes, and we're going to blend it out with the yellow color and also the shade in Realgar.
earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground.
Next, we are going to be going into our famous mascara, and we're going to just make those lashes pop. Because like I say, I can't use lashes. Even though they're so glorious and so beautiful, I can't. Plus, I can't afford a $24 friggin' lashes. Who does that? Then we're gonna apply some highlight to our cheekbones, our nose, our cupid's bow, our chin, our forehead, maybe all over your face if you want to, depending on how much you want to blind people. Next, I'm gonna use this brown color by NYX Cosmetics. It is, I do believe, the liquid lingerie line. I can't say it properly. I'm just going to apply this all over my lips. On top with some more NYX liquid suede, which is in the color vintage, I do believe. Just to give it that nice, beautiful, dark, vampy, grungy 90s look, which everybody was going for. What was it, last year? Last year. So there you guys go. This is the final look. It's beautiful. I'm very surprised on how well this turned out. I didn't really have any plans for it, but it turned out really great. Make sure to subscribe, guys, like the video, and I hope you guys all have a really good day.